Is that okay?
Yeah, we'll Terry. I'll put it in the email so it's official.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, yep. No problem.
That's all I'm thinking about. We'll Terry stepped out. So you guys have your, I don't know, this is the 5 year.
Little copy of it. I think so. Yeah, look at my work file. Yeah, it'll.
No,
Yeah. If you don't, I have others.
I thought one of the things I wanted to do,
Came on, honey. Well, this would be.
this would have been the one we just did.
This.
No, the
5 year.
Let me, and I don't get it very quick. I'll look. Go my file.
Gave, and I couldn't, I don't know where I put mine if I did. But anyway, I thought
Go through
get
it.
through it ahead of time and then we get there, stuff that we might want to go after.
No. It might have been electronic.
Yeah, it was sent electronic too.
Then you just,
I know, I went through it. I can't remember
we'll just,
what I utilized.
I'm like, you have to look at my file.
well, if she's got 3 more, you just get them.
Mhm. I mean, I gotta make sure we have some here.
Right.
Yeah.
We're waiting. I'm ready. We'll go ahead and start and Terry just have to jump in. So, and we'll have to sign this in a minute. I haven't signed.
Amy, are we ready online and all?
Just tell me.
Betsy will not be
You
here.
want us to do the folder?
You can go ahead. Yeah, I'll get started. Right, okay. Call to order the Shelby Park Board meeting for August the 13th, 2025. We have a quorum. Let's have the room. I will yeah. Just every time. Motion to approve the minutes and claims.
And I'll second.
We have a first and a second. All in favor? Terry, this is the motion for the minutes and
Oh, here's I
All in
don't know if I
favor?
have those, but did somebody already sign those?
the signed ones in there. Here's the signed one.
Huh.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Let's get started with the recreation report.
Awesome. Tiffany Credit, Recreation Director. So camp is over, pool is closed. We had a great summer. Camp registration, we ended with 212, which is a handful over what we had last year at 203.
What's the most you had at any one day?
About 120 on any, well, not any given day. And there were a couple of weeks just before July 4th holiday that's really, really heavy. Those are the 2 busiest weeks. Pool summary. So in let's see, I've got the numbers here. 2024 pool attendance was 23,600. 2025, we increased by 3,000. We had 26,000 patrons this year. So we've gone up each year since COVID and it's just been great. It's been awesome. And when there were several days that we had to close, cold weather, bad weather, delayed start. What's that?
When it got cold that week, I saw that guys closed early because, I mean, it's cold and dreary.
When attendance is below 30, it's really hard. Like we just try to play it out and see what we need to do. But that doesn't include like swim lessons in that number. So there was probably more than that. Teddy Bear Tumblers class is going to start here in September. Our new teacher is Jennifer Safewright. Jennifer had a child in the class last year and she works remote at home now for her full-time job. So she's really flexible. The only change we're making is instead of a Monday morning class, it's going to be Monday evening and then Tuesday morning and Tuesday night. So still 3 options, 1 in the morning, 2 in the evenings. The morning class will just be on Tuesday. Registration is out there for that now. You can register online at the website through the Facebook link or downloading the app. They can register in like 3 clicks on the new Parks app. Thank you, Amy. Second semester this school year, we are going to teach, and I say we, Jenna Meyer and myself, are going to go into the classroom at the middle school. They have a civics class that is required for all 6th graders. And I spoke with Mr. Hall. We're going to do a program called Good Steward of the Park. We're going to talk to those 6th graders, talk about consequences of vandalism, how to behave in a park, what you should and should not do at a park. Hopefully leaning more towards those positive things, maybe put together a project for them to complete and see if we can get rid of some of our problems before they start.
So is it a program you've gotten somewhere that you'll run or just making it up?
I'm gonna write the curriculum myself.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, with Mr. Hall's help, like what
Right,
we
right,
need to
right.
do and things like that, but yeah.
First of all, I'm glad to hear there's a civics class.
Oh, yes.
We should expand that to people like 21 and over that don't know what civics are.
That is a,
Oh.
yes. So that's it for recreation. And then I can do Nisha special events if nobody has any questions on those.
I do have one, not, because I don't see it on here, but usually by now we have a date for the Halloween.
Yes.
Maybe you've told us.
I kind of wrote that in under special events.
Oh, that's fine. When you get there.
Okay,
Fine.
fantastic. Music in the park. We are fortunate enough this weekend, we're gonna have 2 concerts. Friday is Crush, Saturday is Matt Mason, opening bands, all the food trucks. We've learned that our crowd we've almost outgrown our crowd.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Place to put them next year.
We're gonna have to have more space. We've added more food trucks, which kind of takes away some parking spots, which if anybody's been to a concert venue, you have to walk a distance anyway. So we're going to move the food trucks so that we can add more food trucks. That'll accommodate more seating up there towards the monument. But it will restrict some parking over by the stage area in the parking lot. The 2 food trucks aren't enough. People are waiting in line too long. So we're gonna fix that. We've got some special treats coming as well. And then that is both Friday and Saturday. So some of the food trucks will be there both nights and then some are one or the other. All of that information is out on our Facebook. You can see who's coming when. And we have some cool giveaways for the concerts coming up. So if you're there, you might get a prize and we'll have a tent set up so that people can download our app. And we can walk them through that process if there's any questions. Fall and winter guide, that is well underway. We have a lot of the pages for our events completed. We're waiting on details for dates and times and prices. Wanted to save the dates. Gary mentioned our Halloween festival, going to be October 17th. That is Friday evening. We're going to do almost a trial run for that on Thursday, the 16th. But we're going to have everything set up with no jump scares and do a pause in the park like we did last year. That was very well received. We're going to grow that into a trick or treat for dogs on Thursday and have them walk the trail where our decorations are. So then that gives us a chance to like test lighting and see where we need more, where we have too much with
Only
dogs.
dogs. You're discriminating against all of the pets,
You
reptiles.
can put it on a leash. It is welcome in the park.
Lizard on a leash. Okay.
I might have to take that back.
Larry there.
I don't know.
What's his name? Larry? Larry the lizard?
Larry the lizard.
On a leash.
But he can sit on your shoulder, right?
I don't have one.
Okay. And then holiday activities and prep, we're working on that too. All of that stuff will be in the guide, which should be released here shortly.
Any questions?
I have a question. I don't know if it's for Tiffany or who it's for. Someone asked if, since there's kind of a trailhead at the pool, if the gate would be open due to that.
It'll stay open.
Okay.
We never
Thank you.
locked that, do we? 'Cause
At times we did.
An Amazon guy just went to the door.
Oh, it was on.
I can get my Amazon.
I figure you may need it.
And I want to give a shout out to Tiffany, just due to camp and the pool, just the balancing of everything. There was a lot going on this summer and I feel like she did a great job. So I just want to give you a shout out.
And you're a travel softball mom, so I know that's
It's nice,
heck.
A lot of balance for sure.
right?
Okay, no, any other questions? You got a whole bunch there. You sure you don't have any more?
I don't think any more for her.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's go with sports.
All right, I'm Chris Stevens, Sports Director. Men's League Softball started last week, as well as the Co-Ed Softball League started last week. We were down 2 men's teams. We only had 6, but we were able to have 5 Co-Ed teams, which weren't even able to have a fall Co-Ed league or a spring Co-Ed league. We're able to have a fall, so that's pretty exciting. The concession staff's doing a great job. We're just getting ready for the second half of the tournament season. The women's volleyball league registrations are due, as well as the co-ed volleyball league registrations. The Shelby County Girls Softball Fall League isn't going as well as we thought that it would. As of right now, we currently have 1 team registered.
Well,
So the Fall League we're still trying. We haven't thrown in the towel yet. I've reached out to like all the the schools to see, like Morristown, Waldron, Southwestern. Haven't heard back from them yet. I don't know if there's said how many teams are gonna put in, if any. But like I was talking to Tricia about it, the fall league I always felt like it's gonna be a tough one, considering we're Shelby County and we have, what, 5 schools in the county, but 4 of the schools are all small. 3 of them are small 1A schools that all their kids play multiple sports, so, and if they travel as well, it's gonna be tough.
But not even the little kids though?
Huh?
Not even the little kids?
Nope.
I mean, there's been here or there because the girls, channel the calls a lot, but then we've had people calling about wanting to single registration and we didn't offer that this time. So we're just gonna have to reevaluate how we want to do it.
If there's only 11 people on that piece of paper though, so.
Yeah,
but-
would there be enough? So I mean,
Right.
that there again, we're not really sure at this point. So,
So anyway, we haven't thrown in the towel yet, so hopefully we'll get some teams, commit at the very last minute. We don't plan on starting until the first week of September. Speed agility camp is scheduled for October 20th. It'll go from October 20th to November 12th. Basketball camp will be February 23rd through and February 23rd and the 25th. 6 to 7 will be 1st through 3rd graders, and 7:15 to 8:15 will be 4th through 6th. Men's basketball league deadline for registrations coming up on December 12th.
What day?
December 12th. And then the pickleball tournament that was scheduled for this weekend has been canceled. So we only had I forget, we started advertising that sometime in the spring. I think we had 3 people registered.
I was talking with one of the big pickleball the other day, and I know they had a good turnout for their tournament, and a lot of it is because like, Terry's daughter, why am I drawing?
Taylor?
Taylor,
Yeah, she's in leagues all over the place, so she's promoting like she's there, and plus they have a big database of names that they do, so I don't know if you work through them at all.
Oh,
I mean,
because JD Martin helped me set up the tournament like on pickleball brackets and
Yeah,
told us to get it out early, and we got it out early, but we're gonna get it out even earlier this year. So it'll be out beginning of the year. It'll be out in January this year. So I already gave those dates to Nisha for our winter guide.
okay.
And then other than that, that's all I have.
I have something.
Okay.
Someone approached me about the late notification on the girls softball tourney change,
Well, what do you mean?
that they weren't particularly happy about that.
What was the change?
Well,
You changed the date?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Well, no, I mean, so originally all the tournament dates got set out at the very beginning of the season. Like when I sent out.
Right, it was the change that was the problem.
Right, because it's weather related, right? So if we have rainouts, there's nothing I can do about that, what I
Okay.
mean? Like it's,
So it was weather related.
oh, yeah, so I even put on,
Asking.
yeah, on all the tournament dates, when I put them out there, I even say as of now, weather permitting.
Okay,
So that was given all the coaches at the very beginning of the season along with the schedule for the league.
okay. I didn't know. I was approached about it and I said I'd ask.
Yep, no, that's exactly what it was. Because there was even some coaches, just so you know, when I send that out, I was telling Tricia, even though I sent that out beginning of the year, I had a bunch of coaches ask me when the tournament dates were.
Oh, that doesn't surprise
So,
me.
A lot of times I would say, I'd let them know, hey, if you go back and check your text message group, you'll see it and they'll be like, oh,
Yes, we got this big new concession stand. We could just post it.
we could. We put one of those TVs
One
on
of
those.
those. Well, that, or you could just have one of those enclosed things and say, here's the schedule.
But we could do that, yeah.
Is the concession stand at Sunrise done?
Not yet, but it's close.
looks good.
It's close.
I drove
Nice,
past
but we're not
a
there.
while ago. I
So,
was just curious. I can obviously tell they were still working.
yeah.
And I'll let one of these guys get into that, but we actually made a great decision, I think, and I think will help with our softball leagues too, so.
Oh, are we gonna turn that, what's it, to air conditioning?
We heated and air conditioned bathrooms,
Yes,
so I think that'll help out a lot, so.
that or you won't get anybody out to get out of there, one or the other.
That could also be a problem too, possibly. Hopefully that's not the case. I guess I never thought about it that way, but you're right. That could actually be a problem.
All right, I guess, any other questions for Chris? Move on to maintenance.
Doug Connor, maintenance supervisor. I don't know if the last time I told you guys we've installed blue light at the trail behind the high school. I'm not sure if I passed that on or not, but I wanted to bring that out. So that's functioning now. Bike share program. We've had 4,757 riders completed, the bike share, and we have 1,814 active users right now. So that's pretty good.
Wow, hey, that's a lot of users.
Yeah, we'll pass that information on, got that up this morning. Maintenance prep week, we had last week with going from summer camp to preschool, so we've done a lot of painting and beautifying the hallways for preschool, you know, the blue room and all that, so that's something that we do every year. And we're almost wrapping that up.
Can I go back real quick on, I don't know who the question, it goes back to the bikes, but I know you have to have the app, but there's no way to get 2 bikes on one app, like if you're with
Correct.
a 12, 13, 14 or whatever. I maybe have a mid age on them anyway.
Yeah, they're not
Don't have
to
it
be
on.
that young anyway, yeah.
Okay, all right. I just didn't know.
Because they,
What is our age? 13?
no,
I think it's 18, isn't it?
yeah.
Is it really?
Under
Because of
18 is a helmet law.
because of the rules of
Oh,
the rules of
okay.
the road, they need to know all that stuff, that we went
Okay.
through all that with the attorney and.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Yeah.
that answers my question then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, they cannot use 2 bikes with 1 card.
Okay, well, that's fine.
And you need to be an adult to.
Right, okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah, so we've been doing a lot of laser grading. We got 6 of our 7 big diamonds done at Blue River and Sunrise, so that's going really well. We're actually we're trying to put the dirt that we use out in Blue River at Sunrise to see how, to make them diamonds better. So I don't know what the process is. We just started that. And actually got those 2 diamonds over there completed, but I don't know how it's gonna interact with the lime. So that'll be
We're just integrating that slowly, right?
Yes.
Like as we need, instead of putting in line, we're just gonna.
So
Yeah,
I don't know.
that lime's a mess on a dry day. You guys know that.
So we'll continue to use that dirt over there, hopefully, and hopefully within time, that'll be turned over. Trail chipping, we've been doing a lot of cutting some limbs and chipping up on the trail and in the parks. Why we haven't had any turns, we got the chipper from the street department and utilize that to clean up some of our parks and trails. We done some concrete work on Diamond 3 at Blue River. We had some dirt and rocks when we went into our diamonds and our Belleville gates. We've actually concreted that, so it looks a lot nicer now. And it's gonna help with the kids just throw the rocks on the diamonds all the time, so we got rid of all that. And Chris Strickrath has started with us full time as of last Monday, so that's good news. She does a lot in our parks, so
I thought she's full-time all summer. She hasn't.
No.
started full time
Official full-time Monday.
Oh, that's
last
good.
Monday, yeah.
Really?
She wanted the transition because
Yeah.
she's a school teacher.
Right, right,
So
yeah.
she wanted a little bit of a gap in between.
She won one last summer.
We'll also start draining the pool hopefully tomorrow or Friday, get it drained out and get the process started, so. Been really busy. Questions?
I've already talked to Doug about, I sent him a picture.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Unless that's a question for him.
You could ask. Go ahead.
When we had our church service, we had a guy go down, for lack of a better way to say that. And we had somebody waiting on the ambulance, and they told that person they were not allowed to drive the ambulance to the shelter house.
Who would say that?
ambulance
It was the ambulance driver. I mean, I get the fire truck, I understand that. But supposedly City Hall would get mad if they drove up to the shelter house as
At
well.
Blue River?
Mhm.
Think there'd be any
Especially,
Because we have that one drive that
Yeah.
we pull up our trucks even if we have to overrun the splash pad.
Splash pad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no reason they couldn't.
Yeah, that's where they parked the ambulance.
I know the music in the park, we had a lady go down and I mean, they didn't pull in, but they did park out by that. They knew where to go and they parked
Yeah.
there.
I wonder if the misunderstanding is on the bricks. You cannot drive up to the bricks. You can't drive on the bricks or over the bricks,
Circle there.
But
but
Yeah.
there's access.
I would still think if there's an emergency, wouldn't all that go out the window? I mean, that would.
I would think,
I would
but I
think
mean,
so too.
you don't need to be on the brick. So for.
Yeah, you don't
That
have,
might be what they,
yeah,
if somebody heard, no, you
Yeah.
can't drive up there.
maybe. Yeah.
Maybe we should just communicate with
I don't know.
with Doug and
I don't know who's,
just make sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how big of an issue because they just moved the gurney back and forth, but.
well, if it's,
The
you know.
quicker the better.
especially if initially when he went down, there was no pulse.
Oh, man.
No.
So is
Yeah,
pretty scary.
Do you want to take that to the next
Should I
question?
take
since you
that to
brought
the
up?
next
Yeah.
question too?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are, same thing. No AED at the
Shelter.
shelter house. They had to send literally someone running
To
to
the
the
softball.
softball field to get an AED, and then the guy from the softball field drives the golf cart over there and then stands over our guys, and we had a nurse practitioner, an ER nurse, and another doctor working on this guy, and he's standing over them, watching and talking to them.
Yeah.
Was like, I wanted to go over and say, go away, but I didn't think that was a
On
problem.
the AED, I know the fire department helped us get a bunch of those in.
It just seems like there should be.
And they're all placed currently. They're,
How, I would think they would get vandalized some offer right there.
I wonder about that, but by the time, I mean,
You know, they're downtown on the square though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is there a gun?
You mean, okay.
I have noticed some.
They are.
Yep.
Those
Yeah.
those cases make that real loud when you open it too.
Out in public?
yeah, they're the
Oh, yeah,
ones.
they're on both corners. They're on the bookmark corner,
Or like
they're on the
a
Bishop corner. They're in their thing, so
capsule kind of thing.
They just put the, I mean, those haven't.
those been there for a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was with you though. I felt like if you put one out there, it'd definitely get banned.
Well, maybe that's what this does. Like, maybe it's got something that prevents it. Cause it also has little lights that glow, that flicker around it, so you know it's there.
So
It's
Well,
out in the middle of.
Once it's lifted and released, it sends an alarm. That's how you, I mean, that's
Oh,
how
is that
they
right?
know, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't.
I just,
Yeah.
you know, if they hadn't gotten his pulse back by the time the guy got over there that ran to the baseball or the softball fields, whatever, and came back, that could have been
Yeah.
a major issue. And then you have the fire department
So should we,
walking up.
yeah, they do. I know.
I know. I know, but it's
what day
like,
was this?
uh, 10:30-ish,
The morning?
Sunday morning.
It could have been an issue with the kids at Splash Pads. They didn't want to drive around. Probably wouldn't want to.
I don't know if we had kids. I don't know if there were, I wasn't paying attention to whether there, I was either listening to our minister or trying not to stare at the guy they were working on.
But there's no restrictions for.
That you,
They,
Yeah, that area can hold a vehicle, so.
That's what I thought.
Well, let me
I'll just
ask you,
communicate with chief.
you
Okay,
want to ask him about AEDs for some of our parks? Is that something we should look at?
You mean the outside ones?
Yeah.
I know they were super expensive. I just remember a little bit of the conversation.
Well, and we may not, I
Just
mean,
put it
yeah, I mean, we should,
Yeah.
maybe we should at least
Yeah.
consider that, because that's a highly,
Yeah,
I mean, obviously we'll be eventually moving to.
because we do get AEDs for the different locations. Pool has one, Blue River has one,
Yes.
Sunrise has one. Who else? Here in the gym, yeah. So there were several, because they came and helped us and inspected and did all that.
Well, it's worthy of a conversation.
Yeah,
I know the one at Blue River, the one here has that real loud alarm too, as soon as you open it. I mean, it's
yeah.
piercing, but if it's out at Blue River, you know, if nobody's out, you would never hear it because it's out in the middle of
But
nowhere.
if it sends a
But
signal.
if it sends a
Yeah,
signal,
I think, yeah, it sends signals
Okay.
right now.
All right.
well, and then that's another thing. What if there hadn't been a tourney that weekend?
oh yeah, if you, nobody would have been able to get it. That's
I
true.
mean, that's a whole nother piece of the puzzle.
Mhm. Well, that's good to think about, because that's a very busy park. I don't know if soccer has their own over there.
They
They
might
might.
do or not. I think it's a good question. I honestly don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, that's something you can
Mhm.
check the chief about.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Daniel?
Nope, I'm
All
done.
right,
That was my list.
all right, it's up to you, Tricia.
Okay. Tricia Tech, Parks Director. We have a guest tonight, Jess Miller, so I'm gonna let her kind of explain why she is here and put her on the agenda. So she has some great ideas. Now we just need to figure some things out. So I'm gonna let her speak.
Handout for you all. I don't know if there's enough copies, but I'll let you pass them around. So my name's Jess Miller. I'm a local and artist and spatial designer, and I have a background in architecture and product design. So I have a proposal for a public art piece for Blue River Memorial Park. It's based off of some painting studies that I've done. basically in my paintings, I like to imagine space in nature and how trees can fill in space. So you can see a little rendering of what I'm imagining. This is definitely still in the conceptual development phase. I'm still playing with geometry and how it can go together and what the possible materials are and that sort of thing. But overall, the concept is it's a public art sanctuary. It's like, if you could imagine, maybe what a modern sanctuary would look like in nature. It'd be a space for people to gather. It could be an opportunity to activate the park space with different events. I've imagined a few different events, like a plein air paint out, maybe some music, storytelling. This would be a project that I would be doing with my parents. My dad's a carpenter. My mom is a stained glass artist. So we would be incorporating our different crafts into the work. I've circled where I'm thinking about for location on the park map. I'm sure you'll remember that location.
Is this actually along the trail or is it more in the wooded
In
area?
that wooded area, so there's like a node kind of just right through there. I imagine it kind of nestled in the trees in that wooded area. Yeah, so currently I'm seeking funding opportunities. So my bringing it to you is that I'd like to get your approval on continuing the conversation about this being on the site. And then partner on identifying what the funding opportunities could be. And explore different engagement opportunities with the piece if you'd like to move forward with that. Do you have any questions for me?
Or do you have any offhand?
And I have a little QR code in the bottom right corner that has a video to explain the project a little bit more. And Trisha did bring a printout. That's one of my latest paintings where I'm visualizing these kind of sanctuaries in the forest.
You're saying that plural, so you're thinking of multiple of these over time?
It just depends on budget.
Yeah, oh yeah, money is a little.
Yeah.
So the obvious question, when you place it there, it's remote. There's stained glass, I love all that. What are your concerns or protecting that?
Yeah, for sure. So my parents have been, so there's different ways to make the glass windows stronger, to do some steel reinforcement and that sort of thing. I'm also thinking about like the different placements, like maybe only placing them on like the upper portion and doing something different on the bottom. So that's all kind of in my kind of thinking right now.
Okay. Obviously churches said they put plexiglass over their glass.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. It's really cool looking. I will say that. 9 foot tall. So that's. You get a few people on that, can you?
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool. I imagine have it in skylight too, so you'd be able to either see the sky and stars. And I think it'd just be cool to hang out in there with your friends.
I assume there's some openings because otherwise it's a greenhouse, right?
Right, yeah. So I'm imagining some ventilation and then different places you can kind of crawl in or walk in on the sides.
And if I remember right, I brought this to you guys or to you just to see if that was the same spot where we kind of right now do our Halloween path through. Because I think that's the area you're talking about. So just, I did bring that up to her just because I wanted to make sure that there wouldn't, there's going to be issues. But you had talked about a timeline, right?
Yes, for sure. So I was thinking installation in the spring and then de-install before the Halloween events. There is also the opportunity to collaborate with that Halloween event if that works out and it's something you're interested in. So, yeah.
Well, I think it's a pretty cool idea.
Yes, you'll like the QR code. I mean, just the video and stuff too, just explains. So I told her to, come tonight and kind of explain things to you guys and see where your thoughts were and, give her that motivation to keep moving forward, or if we felt like it was a no-go, but if it is, then, you know, we can support in that area too, so.
Does it matter, see a reason not to at least, because we're not committing, we're just saying,
Yeah.
you're looking for an endorsement or so, you know, word of support.
Yeah,
That we wouldn't boo-hoo it, yeah.
Yeah.
In the space, you know,
Yeah.
if she does get, I think she doesn't want to go after funding and get all that accomplished and then us be like, oh, you can't use the site.
Yeah.
So I just told her it was best if she came tonight and explained things and.
So are we making a motion or are we just arbitrarily saying it's okay?
No, we can, I mean, I don't know, we're not, it's not really a vote to do anything, but I mean, are we all in favor of
Giving her the blessing.
Okay.
And she can get. the
having a
funding.
blessing to move forward further with? But at
Yeah.
some point, we'll have to probably give you a formal approval of
Yeah.
location and all that. And other things I think about is, you know, there's glass, so where we're at,
Yeah.
obviously, could a branch fall, break the glass, you know, so all that stuff.
Yeah.
Will have to be, so there's probably some other folks that have to be involved in the, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I like it. I mean, obviously, you know, you've got, I'm sure the same concerns about, you know, vandalism and
Yeah.
things like that, but,
Yeah.
still willing to go forward with it. So that's encouraging. So, okay, so I guess
Go
that's
for it.
official. Yes. Yeah,
Thank you so much.
yeah, look forward to it.
And just kind of keep in touch and let me know and
All right, that's
what we can do to try to help and
Thank you.
thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thank you. I may want to talk to you. If you stick around, I may want to chat with you afterwards about some other art stuff that I've been trying to identify somebody. So you just showed up. So maybe you're the person I'm looking for. Go ahead.
Okay, and just some quick things here. I just wanted to just say, those of you who are on our Facebook saw where Branch was out at Blue River this weekend and did some work along the trail and did a great job. Chris Schrick-Rath is involved in that group as well, and just wanted to give a shout out to them. I think that they do a great job and very supportive of parks and what they do. And I just wanted to say thank you officially, so for all their work that they do. And then going on a bear hunt project, I know you guys have probably seen that on social media as well. That's through the Blue River Foundation. Just wanted to do a thank you to them too, because we do have a bear located at Blue River Park. So I know kids are going around and families are going around to the different parks and different locations that they have all the bears located and different artists and things. And so it's a really neat thing. So I just wanted to give a
Yeah.
shout out to them.
So
And
we're just
say
a
thank
location
you.
there. That's the Blue
Yeah.
River Foundation.
Yep, we're just a location they put it at, but I just think it's really neat.
And they're gonna move them around occasionally? Or these aren't permanent locations?
Yes.
These are
They're
permanent.
permanent? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It just gets people out, gets them in the park, you know, just, they're really neat. And if you've seen some of them, they're just, yeah, they're really nice. So. And then, okay, so giving you an update. On the Blue River Memorial Amphitheater, meeting that we just had. We had a Zoom meeting last week. So I wanted to update you, and I know moving forward, there's gonna be periodically different meetings that Chris King from Home will come in and kind of do what I'm doing now, just sharing what the update is and where we're at with things. But for right now, early fill dirt work should begin on site this week. IDEM approved erosion control permit last week. And design development and construction documents for the project are in full swing. And the city staff and design team are meeting twice a month and more updates are coming. Review of the site plan and current building design development happens later this month. And that's really it. That's kind of where we're at. We did a Zoom call. There were about 8 of us or so on the Zoom call, all from different areas within the city, and then also Runnabum and the HWC. So.
Questions I have. We had seen some early, at least I did some early designs. Is it
Mhm.
still looking like that? Has it changed?
Yes, I mean, we didn't get into that the last one, so I think that's to come the next one.
Okay.
So when, when that's able to be shared, I'll make sure that I
Okay.
bring that in or Chris King will, or
Right.
however they want to do
Okay.
that. Just wanted to give you a quick update, because I know there's been things behind the scenes and things have been working. But
Right.
as far as me being involved and being with it, this was the first one since really October, so.
So, and do you know the answers to this one? I know it's obviously in our park,
Mhm.
but we don't think we'll be operating it. Will we?
That I don't know.
You don't know yet?
Mm-mm,
Okay.
No, mm-mm. Nope, that hasn't.
Okay.
And I did, just different questions they asked. I mean, it was just kind of bringing everybody up to speed on where things are at right now. And then we'll get into more of the specifics as to, possibly like when it will be done and just different things like that. Once we get moving, we are, like they said, meeting, every so often now. So we'll, on a regular basis. So.
Thank you.
And I will, did ask that we will be including, some of the parks team as well, as far as maintenance and event planning and things like that. That's a huge part and component for us because I feel that we are the day in, day out working in it and operating it and doing the concerts and all that kind of stuff. So I really want to make sure that my team gets involved in some of that to make sure that we're getting the stuff in there that we need to get in there because we have been working with it. I know Tiffany and Nisha been working with. So we want to make sure things are there for, the right hookups and different things. And the drives are wide enough for maintenance and just some of the things that maybe always don't get thought about up front, that we just want to kind of look at and see. So that'll happen here soon too. They'll be involved in that. And that's it for the amphitheater. Lounge. Shade structures at the pool and other repairs. So now, as Doug said, the pool is officially closed. We had our doggy day event on Sunday. Did you say how many dogs we had or did you go over that?
I didn't, but 107.
107 dogs and their families came out. But yeah, we are officially closed and we've kind of let the filters and things kind of go through all the dog hair and just the different things. And they're going to start draining, I think, the pool tomorrow. Is that correct? And then when that comes, you always get to see all the repairs that might need to happen. So we know that the roof needs to be looked at. So we've already got some quotes for that. I think people still look at it as the new pool and it's not the new pool. It was officially, I think the first season was 1999. It was built in 98. So it's not the new pool anymore. So we do have to do those repairs. After last year, we celebrated our 25th year. So it's just one of those where it is aging and we do need to really put that at the forefront and start figuring some things out when it comes to the pool. I still think we have a great facility, but with that, keeping it looking nice, like we do get lots of compliments. It does come with repairs that need to be done. So once the water is drained, I think there is some surface work, which is called diamond bright work that we need to have done. That will probably be a spring type of work that needs to be complete. Because you never know with the freezing and the thawing and what that's doing to your surface at the pool. So we will need to do that. And then, like I said, the roof and the slide, we need to get slide work done just to make sure that our riders are safe. You have to have that surfaced and have it looked at often. So those are just some of the things that come with it. But I wanted to let you know. And then the shade structures, we did the yellow and purple umbrellas that you see, and that one that you didn't see all summer almost because the wind ripped it to shreds. But one of our early storms we had, those are not easy to just order and replace. And so we looked at a different option this year and we have ordered, this was help with insurance, honestly. We did turn it into insurance and the storm that came through just really kind of tore some things up for us. So we did replace them and we got them in a couple days ago. So we will be holding off and putting those up for our new season in 26. But they are palm style looking. They're going to be purple. They're a shade system. So what'll happen is once you put them up for the season, they stay up the entire season. Whereas now the umbrellas we have now, we put up, we put down each day, up and down, up and down, up and down, and they're a fabric or like I'm just gonna say a fabric, but
An umbrella.
yeah. So what happens is those have to go up each day and down each day, and the new stuff. We talked to the people and they said that a lot of these are used in Florida and different areas where there's high winds. And short of a tornado or something like that, I mean, there's not much you're gonna be able to do about that. But once we do put them up at the beginning of the season, they will remain up the entire season. So we're kind of excited about that, get these in and we're gonna store them for the winter and put them up in the spring. So I think they'll be very nice. So just wanted to update you guys on that. The splash pad at Blue River, We are still open. I know the pool is closed, but that gives people another option to visit the splash pad. It does open at 8 in the morning and stays open until 8 in the evening. So we will remain and keep that open until weather permitting. We normally go into September, obviously, but we'll just kind of play it by ear when weather hits, and we'll advertise, we'll put it in the newspaper and we'll put it in the social media and stuff like that when we do end up closing it. But for now, nice weather's here, so go use it. So it's a nice little space. So it is open. And then just wanted to let you guys know the Quality of Place Committee, I am now sitting on that committee with the Blue River Foundation. They created this through HWC Engineering, is the same one that did our 5-year master plan. Blue River Foundation has started this committee with the Quality of Place. So there's a lot of different people on that committee from all different areas of the county. I think it's a really neat thing. It kind of really makes us evaluate and appreciate some of the really neat things that we do have in our community, and the things that maybe we want to do better. And I know we look at quality of life through Parks and Rec and stuff when we do some of our things, but this is quality of place. So places of where we live, how things look, and stuff like that. So it's been interesting. A lot of neat people on that committee that are working together to do good things for Shelby County. So, but again, all different quadrants, areas of the county, people are representing those spaces and those areas. And so it's a neat thing. So just wanted to let you guys know I sit on that now. And then share again, the new Parks app. For those of you who have not downloaded, please do. It's a great tool, lots of things. I do want Amy to kind of share some stats if she has those for us. Since we launched our new Parks app, which has not been, what was our launch date? July 14th. So do you have the numbers for that?
Look this morning and we're 580 some downloads.
Okay.
So it's been great. That people are using the app for purchases. So I can run reports to show that, you know, last Monday when it was put to the council, we had about 1,000 hits that day that we launched. And we had about $800 in purchases through the app. So yeah, I'm talking to people, calls and hey, the app can do this, and we have people in camp, removing the fitness fog, and most of it wall registrations. That was current thing going on. So yeah, it seems to be going really well.
Good.
Speaking of Bob, is it possible to make the app where you can open up stuff? You know how you can use your phone to do certain things like that with certain, is that something that's possible? That if you have the app, you would have to have a file for here and file for the dog park and stuff? Is it?
Probably, but it would require changing out the system there.
Okay.
Needs a little downtime.
Yeah, just curious.
Just some.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the things it can do are probably, there's more to it.
Oh, I'm sure.
But just introducing it and getting it rolling and
Yeah.
things like that, it's been really neat. And it just gives someone another option besides also our website and stuff. So it gives people that other tool to go out and find things. And yeah, so it's been great. So we just kind of wanted to share some stats with you guys on that. And then like Tiffany said, we have some things that we're going to do with Music in the Park and people out there and some freebies, and you download our app and you get this and that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Any other questions, any other items discussed today? Motion to adjourn?
Sure.
I'll second.
All right, we adjourned. Nobody's gonna argue. I don't need a vote. Don't need a vote on that. Everybody knows it. You know.
Thanks for coming. I guess we just had a big storm out the track.
Fred, have you, I mean,
Oh, really?
Doug, have you met Fred? Okay.